Welcome. The 2K Sport, now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's DeRozan. And that one's good.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
Booker surveying the floor. The layup off target.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
The offensive rebound. Valanciunas passes to Ellis. And here's LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas finds LaVine. Valanciunas sets a screen. And it's LaVine with the 3.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Outside Booker. The kick to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars, some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain.
Now here's Durant, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game, and I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
He's been doing that since he first came into the league. DeRozan, his ability to get to the rack at will is unmatched.
Now here's Dunn. Booker for three. Connects from downtown. And this game is tied up now.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
To the wing on the left. Murray, a screen on Booker. Here's Ellis. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Dunn, the pass to Durant. Back to Dunn from deep. Valanciunas with a rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Levine, that one's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, no good. The Kings lead by 3. Outside Murray. Back to Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen. Now here's Levine, defended by Dunn. And Levine throws it down.
Nah, I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach LaVine, this man is an aerial artist. He makes the hardest dunks look so easy.
Now here's Booker. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got 6 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside for Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine. 6 points for him.
The all-around game of Levine, an excellent passer for his position.
Here's Booker. He takes it in. And Booker with the jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Durant for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Levine. Murray from outside. Knocks it down from distance. 8 seconds left in the first quarter here. Booker, the pass to Bowl. They get it again. What if it goes? And so it's the Sacramento Kings closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the point. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Pass to Levine. Picked by Murray. Jacks up a three. And another Sacramento three.
Running the play like clockwork, Levine expertly creates some space with the pick and roll.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Suns trail by 7. Here's Booker. Bull down low. Valanciunas covering. It's Beal on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Done. No good from outside. Sacramento leading by 7. DeRozan finds some space. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Hey, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
Here's Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Outside Levine. Into the... Oh, no way! Levine! My goodness!
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Outside for Booker. Durant against Murray. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Booker, the pass to Bull. Now here's Durant. KD out here flexing on people.
Showing the grit, KD is no stranger to physical defense.
Levine surveys the D. Drains the triple. Levine's got 18.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Durant with the big finish.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Pass to Murray. Now here's Levine, defended by Dunn. Levine challenging, and the dunk by Levine.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Levine with a screen on Beal. Outside Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Outside Booker. 44 seconds left in the second. Pass to Durant. And here's Bull. Lets it fly. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Levine. Oh, Levine taking flight for the jam.
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Beal finds Booker. Out to Beal. Here's Dunn. Pass to Bull. With the drive, and it's Bull with the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And stolen by Durant. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Tyus Jones is out there with Damian Lee. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Richards in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. O'Neal passes to Allen. It's good from about 19 feet.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Lee. Monk covers. Three-pointer. O'Neal gets the 3 to fall.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Picked by Sabonis. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And Sabonis slams it in.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Here's Lee. Monk covers. Screen by O'Neal. Fires from deep. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. O'Neal's got 6 here in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Now Monk. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Sabonis outside. Down low. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good output.
And it's good for 2.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of 3s.
And that's the modern game for you, BA. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
Phoenix foul. Damian Lee. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Monk. Out to Sabonis. For 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
O'Neal on the wing. Monk covers. Allen on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Richards. Second chance shot. Sabonis with some nice D.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Here's Lee. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Lyles. A minute 15 left to play in the third quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. Back to Sabonis. The 3. The shot, no good. Suns trail by 13. Pass to Allen. Back to O'Neal. Now here's Allen. That one goes in. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Lyles. Outside Monk. Lyles, the pass to Arabia. Monk with it. Puts up a three. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Monk with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. Monk's got 7 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Knocked away. Stolen by Valanciunas. That shot off. And so it's Sacramento up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Suns trail by 12. LaVine with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. It's stolen by Dunn. And the Suns pushing it up now. That's good from Durant on the assist by Beal. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
Even though his team is lacking behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
And stolen by Booker. Beal, the pass to Durant from outside the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in the game. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Kings lead by 8. Here's DeRozan driving to the basket. Oh, DeRozan getting it done inside.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Bull up top. Beal surveying the D. Back to Bull. Shot clock at 5. And it's Bull with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside LaVine. Valanciunas sets a screen. Now here's LaVine. Okay, look out.
Man.
Wow.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Now, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Dunn's shot is good.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Right side Durant. Left side Booker. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The 3 from DeRozan, and it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his 5th assist in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Sacramento.
great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
There's a screen by Bull. And here's Beal. 5 on the clock. Durant finds Booker. They grab their own miss.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First team foul. At the line.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10.
Taking 2 shots.
And Bull drops them both. 1:42 left in the fourth quarter. Done with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. They get the rebound. And that one's drained from the low block. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounds going forward. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Outside Booker. Pass to Beal. Now Bull. Outside Booker. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. That one no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Durant against Murray. Valanciunas with it. Up top, Levine. The 3. Bull grabs the board. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant on the attack. Valanciunas with a rebound. And here are the Kings now. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Levine for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
On the take. Murray for 3. He drops it from range.
3-point field goal.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. Boy, a nice win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson at
Bringing you, let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Ayton in at center. And for Phoenix, we've got Durant. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the small forward. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And here's KD for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. All alone, and the dunk by Grant.
And leaking out there in transition, Grant's athleticism and speed helping him when the break is on.
Here's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. Booker the pass to KD. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stump. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Out to KD. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Bull. He's checked in for Nick Richards. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to KD. Good. A nice assist from Booker. KD's got 5 points so far.
And there's no shot Durant can't hit. Has an amazing touch from way outside the arc.
O'Neal against Sharp. Grant sets a screen for Sharp. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Grant. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Grant.
And look at the hops on Grant. Lifting off for a slam before the D can contain him.
The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And with this core of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And it's Sharp missing. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. O'Neal kicks to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
Sharp against O'Neal. Sharp the pass to Grant. Connects from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Booker dishes to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Ayton a screen. Sharp. That 3 off the mark. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Dunn with the slam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Grant finds Avdia. And a miss there on the triple. The Suns leading. O'Neal wide open. Good on the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Now here's Booker. He has yet to score.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Booker. The Blazers getting the bucket. Outside Durant. And KD throws it down.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Grant gets a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Grant's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Trailblazers. Poked away. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. O'Neal kicks to Durant. And it's done in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And then Durant with the jam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Durant is out there with Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Grant for 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Yeah, well, a lot of people will say Grant's a glue guy, but I tell you, he doesn't need any glue tonight. He is doing this all by himself.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Booker the pass to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Dunn. It's Durant on the wing. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for this guy is just so unreal.
Grant outside. Back to Sharp. Grant sets a screen for Sharp. Outside, Avdia. Here's the 3. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Screen by Grant. For the 3. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And stolen by Dunn. Durant driving the lane. And then Durant with the dunk.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Sharp on the wing. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Booker, right side, pass to Bull. Dunn outside. And here is O'Neal. Katie with it. He's got 19.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Grant outside. Back to Sharp. Grant sets a screen for Sharp. They get it back. Kicks it out to Grant. And here's Sharp. He's got 18. Back to Grant. Another shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns trailer. Booker outside. 40 seconds left in the first half. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Booker's got 6.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's Sharp. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And up the court come the Suns on the break. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Denny Avdia picks one up. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Sharp. Grant with a screen on O'Neal. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Nailed from three-point land. Grant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And a close game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
On the floor for Portland. Walker out there with Klingon. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Here's Kamare. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Simons. Pass to Klingon. Back to Simons. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kamare. The rebound by Richard. The Suns leading. It's Allen with the drive. Misses from close range.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Henderson, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Simons has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lee outside. Richards passes to Beal. Back to Richards. Lee outside. Inside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Kept alive. Richards passes to Allen. Beal gets a wide open look. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Portland trailing here for the lead. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Klingon.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Over in the corner, Lee. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Now, here's Simons. No scoring in this one. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Portland with the three.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Beal kicks to Allen. Jones sets the pick for Allen. Kicks it out to Jones. It's Beal on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Jones dishes to Beal for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Back to Simons. And he lays it straight in. Simons has got 5.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Walker against Beal. Allen outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Henderson for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammates. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get... That is a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Poked loose and stolen by Sharp. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Sinks the three-pointer. Sharp's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bulls checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
This is Durant's competitive fire coming out to play. He couldn't let that last three go unanswered.
Booker the pass to KD. Now, here is O'Neal. Booker looking around. From the arc, another three for Phoenix.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
Here's Sharp. The tray. And Ball pulls it down. Suns trail by 4. Outside Durant. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Durant. Outside O'Neal. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Ball. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Ball there with a big basket.
Ayton a screen on O'Neal. And Ball sends it back. KD against Grant. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
But when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Grant with a screen on O'Neal. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Portland again missing. And here are the Suns. They're on a 12-3 run. Ball finds O'Neal. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Kept alive. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Grant sets a screen for Sharp. Grant outside. Here's Avdia. Ayton in the corner. Stolen by O'Neal. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
Grant with a screen on O'Neal.
First team foul.
Sharp on the wing. Guarded by O'Neal. From past the arc. Pins the three.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Booker outside. Pass to Durant.
We'll see the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Grant sets a screen for Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, no good on the dunk.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
O'Neal kicks to Durant. Good!
unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick.
All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony.
for tuning in. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Avdia's the 3 with Grant at the 4. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Here's Ellis throwing down on the breakaway jam.
You have to love the hustle. DeRozan being rewarded for taking initiative. His teammates appreciate his hard work.
DeRozan against Sharp. Grant with a screen on DeRozan. Avdia outside. Clock at 6. 4-3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
Valanciunas with a screen on Thybulle. And LaVine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. LaVine's got 7.
And LaVine knows he has the green light to take these shots, and his confidence is really impressive.
Ayton with it, guarded by Valanciunas. Grant the screen. Back to Ayton. He puts up a 3. The rebound by Murray. The Kings have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. On the wing, LaVine. 7 points in the game. Murray passes to LaVine. Back to Murray. DeRozan outside. Going inside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
LaVine comes with the double team. Here's Ayton. Outside for Grant. Grant the screen. Sharp against Murray. Here's Grant. Again, the miss by Portland.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that and cost you another play.
Blazers trail by 8. Avdia from outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's DeRozan. Stolen by Sharp. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Beyond the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Back come the Kings in transition. Avdia pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. To the middle. Lets the 3 fly. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from LaVine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
And that one's good. Sharp.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's DeRozan. Avdia pulls it in. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Aiden. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Sharp. And he lays it up and in. Sharp's got 6.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Levine passes to Valanciunas. It'll count. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Matisse Thybulle. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He misses the free throw.
Jonas Valanciunas.
He hits the second from the line. Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen for the Sacramento Kings. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Kings.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Matisse Thybulle out there with Sharp. And it's Avdia in at the 3. Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Ellis. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Ellis has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
DeRozan against Avdia. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
So it's Portland now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Outside Sharp, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The Kings lead by 5. Ellis passes to Levine. Battles for the finish. Zach LaVine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Thybulle with it, guarded by Valanciunas. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Sacramento on D. Outside Sharp.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play.
Oh, Zach LaVine takes flight.
Out on the floor, LaVine can really move. He keeps the fast break one step ahead of the defense.
Three-pointer Sharp. Knocks down the triple. Sharp's got 9.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. The drive by Grant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Brent, we hear the phrase 3 and D. Jeremy Grant is a perfect example of that, though.
Well, Grant's done a good job of trying to find some more confidence in shooting from the arc. He shot over 40% from 3 in one season. Defensively, he's versatile, he's long. I'd like him to play a little bit more physical, but if that comes along, he's the kind of guy you want to suit up with.
Now here's Levine. 18 points for him. Levine slams it home.
And what a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Outside Sharp, Grant the screen. It's Sharp with the drive. And he elevates for the slam dunk over Jonas Valanciunas.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
The triple goes for Levine.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Now here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. Grant finds Sharp. Back to Grant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Keegan Murray.
And Grant, a great job there of going into contact, not shying away.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to Ellis. Valanciunas with a screen on Sharp. Here's Ellis. And it's Portland with a rebound. Avdia, right side. And here's Ayton. Valanciunas covering. Ayton passes to Grant. Back to Ayton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ayton's got 5.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Valanciunas passes to Levine. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Sacramento shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Levine, no good on the free throw.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
Avdia passes to Ayton. Back to Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sharp. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Ayton, no good. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Levine with it. Murray for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
They've got Malik Monk, Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Jake Crowder, and it's LaRavia in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Monk, 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lyles. No good with the triple. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. Will grant the Kings one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Here's Monk, following the bucket by the Blazers. Out to Sabonis. And Klingon pulls it down.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
To the left side wing. Simons against Monk. For the tie. Simons' shot is good. Simons has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, Simons loves to take threes. He's dependable from there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Clinging. First personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Hits a three-pointer.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Henderson finds Simons. Another three for Portland.
They gave up a three at the other end, and that's Simons' response.
Sacramento has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Henderson against Monk. Inside, here's Sabonis. And Klingon pulls it down.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Simons passes to Walker. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Henderson with it for the lead. Nails it from 3. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, BA, you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamare. Still no points. Banked it in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. The Kings have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Sabonis with a screen on Henderson. Monk passes to Sabonis. Offline with a 3. Now Portland with it. They're on a 16-7 run. When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So a top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position.
Now here's Sabonis. Simons with a steal. Henderson left side. Pass to Klingon. Lots of room. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Klingon's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Such a wide open look.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And it's Simons missing. Kings trail by 3. Outside Monk. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Here's Simons. Pass to Klingon. Had the space there, but it's offline. Ooh, poked away. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Portland. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Avdia's the 3 with Grant at the 4. Shaden Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ayton in its center. Here's Sharp. Murray knocks it loose.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
And out of bounds, the Trailblazers will take it. Portland leading. Now Sharp. Grant outside. Thibault against Levine. Outside Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Here's Avdia. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Sharp. And the layup falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Up top, Grant. Back to Avdia. Takes a 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Sharp is such a gifted offensive player. He keeps his foot jammed on the accelerator when he has openings like this.
Murray, a screen on Avdia. Outside Murray. Up top, Levine. Covered by Thibault. Levine against Thibault. Levine passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's not going to be a soft finish when Valanciunas gets it inside. Count on him going up strong.
It's Sharp on the wing. Grant outside. Avdia, screen on Murray. Here's Grant. Pass to Aiden. He tries for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 5. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan, the hang time.
Yeah, man, DeRozan is fired up. These situations just fuel his competitiveness.
And he got the whistle on the way. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Left side Sharp. Grant the pass to Avdia. Pass to Aiden. Takes the 3. The shot won't fall. Kings trail by 3. Here's the break. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Big bucket from the big man as Valanciunas knocks it in.
Outside Sharp. There's the drive. The 3 from Ayton. Drills it from deep. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Here's DeRozan. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for your Kings.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Grab the screen. Sharp with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Pass to Aiden. Here's Thibault. Back to Aiden. Rejected by Valanciunas.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Levine. Money.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grab the screen. Here's Sharp. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
Here's Murray.
That is what I'm talking about.
Oh, responding to late game pressure, Murray making it happen.
Pass to Aiden. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Oh, bangs home the three.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
The Kings call timeout. What's the best strategy for them?
And a three would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Here's Levine for three. And he drills the triple. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Blazers substitution. Number 17, Shaedon Sharp.
Count it!
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to
Warriors. We've got, and now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Durant. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Dunn, and it's Bull in at the 5. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. LaVine for 3. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's Booker, done outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. O'Neal with it, outguarded by Murray. Carries it from three-point range.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Here's Murray. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Booker looking around. Durant with the screen on Ellis. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now here's Booker. That one goes. Count it.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Lets the 3 fly. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Booker against Ellis.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Murray against Durant. Over to the left wing. And Bull wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Head always on a swivel. LaVine making things happen with his passing.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. He laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. He mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. Devin will.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
Second team foul. Shooting for Phoenix.
Some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Booker gets to done. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan.
First personal.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:21 left in the first quarter. Booker the pass to KD. Done outside. Clock at 6. Back to Durant. And here's Booker from the arc. And And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Bean passes to DeRozan. Ellis outside. From outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
This is why you want the ball in DeRozan's hands. He can make a play for it. Himself or right there for his teammate.
Over to the wing. Here's Bull. And again, it's the Suns missing. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Valanciunas. And stolen by Bull. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Ellis with a screen on O'Neal. And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Booker dishes the Bull. It's stolen by Valanciunas. It's 2-on-1. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so it's Sacramento heading to the bench with a set. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Kings.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's Valanciunas in its center. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And the Kings pushing it up now. Murray finds Levine. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper. Levine's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. Booker against Ellis. KD sets the pick for Booker. Takes the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
And he's good on the second. You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through, what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent, they want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team.
Durant kicks to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. KD, a screen on Levine. O'Neal passes to Durant. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from O'Neal. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. To the inside. Ellis surveying the D. Murray. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got 8 points.
And so aggressive on the offensive glass. Murray using that size well.
Booker against Ellis. Booker outside. Booker on the move. And the dunk by Booker.
I'll tell you, let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Levine kicks to Valanciunas. His 3-pointers off the mark. Suns trail by 6. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Bull. Misses the 3. Kings leading now by 6. Murray a screen on O'Neal. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Booker kicks to Bull. Pass to Dunn. Levine against Booker. Stolen by Levine. And now the Kings fast break. Ellis wide open. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Ellis has got his second basket.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Booker against Ellis. Durant dishes to O'Neal. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Kings leading, and up the court come the Kings on the break. Levine, good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Durant inside. He's covered by Murray. There's the triple from Durant.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
Murray a screen on O'Neal. Pass to Valanciunas. From deep. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 9-point game. Outside Durant. Jacks up a 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
When Levine plays with energy, there's very little a defense can do to contain him.
Suns trail by 11. Outside, KD. Bull setting the pick for Durant. Sinks the triple. Durant's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Suns.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
That
first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Lee out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Jones. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Richards in at the center. Shot from the low block. Shot's good by Lyles.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Allen finds Beal. Allen a screen on Monk. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Lyles. Sacramento leading by 10. Monk, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Here's Lee. Sabonis grabs the board. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lyles a screen on Lee. Monk the pass to Lyles. And the Kings tack on 2 more. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Outside, Jones. Pass to Beal. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Big time tough play by Beal right there. Unfazed by the foul.
Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Sacramento leading by 14. Shots good by Lyles.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Beal the pass to Richards. Outside, Jones. There's a good screen. Back to Richards. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Richards got his first bucket in this one.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Monk kicks to Sabonis. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Kings lead by 17.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Monk against Beal. On the wing, Monk. Still scoreless. And then Monk with the dunk.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Perfect soft touch there from Beal. He can be so delicate when needed.
Monk, the pass to Lyles. Monk outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 17. Right side, Beal. Jones, that's for 2. Second shot opportunity. He gets it in there. Richards got his second bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
There's Sabonis. Pass to LaRavia. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Richards has it in the corner. Jones, no one around him. Cracks in the tray.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
1 for 3. Arabia passes to Sabonis. They get the rebound. Now here's Crowder from downtown. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from Crowder. Sabonis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Richards passes to Jones. And here is Beal. Allen for the 3. And so it's the Sacramento Kings riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's Valanciunas in at center locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The 3 ball.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul.
Kings leading now by 18. Now Ellis. Pass to Levine. Back to Ellis. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 8 points for Ellis.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Wide open look here for Murray, and Devin Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 20. Bol inside. DeRozan's there. Bol, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And Levine, here we go. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Suns shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Wants to get it to KD and does. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Suns trail by 16.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. KD on the wing. Back to Booker. Dunn kicks to KD. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off. Booker, no good. Kings leading now by 16. Outside DeRozan. This one for 3. Hands it from downtown. DeRozan's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Levine for 3. Murray, the pass to Levine. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Levine's got 25 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And Booker kicks to Dunn. Outside for Durant. Lets it go with a three. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Kings.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Not just a jump shooter. LaVine is very capable on the interior.
Booker the pass to O'Neal. Here's Bol. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bol a screen on Ellis. Booker fires from way outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And it's Phoenix's ball. For three, Durant. Here's Bol. Kicks it out to Booker. Launches it from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for LaVine. And he's good on the three ball. LaVine's got 30.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Booker. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know they're...
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony,
it's Royce O'Neal, and it's done in at the 3. And for Portland, inside it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Three-pointer Sharp. Counted from distance.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Ayton with a screen. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season. Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Grant the screen. It's Sharp with the drive.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
And that one's good by Durant.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Avdia, and here's Grant from the arc. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
Booker against Thybulle. Dunn outside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Booker for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. Portland shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That one's off. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. Showing the grit, KD is no stranger to physical defense.
Outside Sharp. Up top Grant. Launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's Booker. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. O'Neal passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Just such a terrific dunker.
And born to fly, that's for sure. Three-pointer Sharp. Durant pulls it in. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant too quick off the drive. Easy dunk for KD.
Grant the screen. Three-pointer Sharp. Portland, no good that time either. The Suns lead by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Outside O'Neal. 5 on the clock. Booker for 3. Thybulle with the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it's Bull with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups, and he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance, tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, VA.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's O'Neal. Still without a bucket. Back to Durant. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Booker finds Durant. Outside for Booker. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
He doesn't shoot from the corner three often, but Booker looked fearless sending that one up.
Durant against Sharp. And here's Grant from the arc. Another 3 for Portland.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
The 3-ball. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He made... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Suns. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Bol, then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Ayton with a screen. Here's Sharp. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Durant surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Back to Dunn. Booker against Thibault. From downtown. Offensive board. Hold. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Just over a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. Outside Sharp. On the wing, Grant. Here's the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Grant's got 10 points.
High-effort plays tend to pay off for Grant on offense. He knows how to work his way to a shot.
Durant against Grant. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Thibault. Clock at 6. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Outside Sharp. We're now about 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Avdia outside. Pass to Sharp. Ayton inside. Hole covering. Ayton, a screen on Booker. 3-pointer Sharp. Here's Ayton. Tries yet again. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bulls got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside O'Neal. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Blazers trail by 5. Sharp passes to Avdia. Back to Sharp. Grant the screen. Sharp against Durant to the paint. Here's Grant. Up and in on the layup. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great awareness from Grant. Detects an opening inside and converts.
Outside Booker. Lets it go from deep. Portland with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Sharp passes to Avdia. Outside Sharp. Pass to Aiden. Over Bowl. And Aiden with the stuff.
Hard to stop Aiden once he gets moving downhill.
The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Up top, Booker. Covered by Thibault. Oh, a screen on Thibault. Booker for 3. Devin Booker for 3.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
Blazers trail by 4. Grant the screen. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. Grant's got 15.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Durant owning the inside.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Pass to Grant. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. Outside Sharp. Back to Grant. Fires the 3. And Booker pulls it down. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. KD jams it straight down.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Ayton. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Phoenix out in front, up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
We've got Anthony Simons clinging out there with Walker. Then there's Scoot Henderson, and it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Here's Walker, back to Simons. Walker, a screen on Beal. The kick out to Walker. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Jones, and Klingon pulls it down. Blazers trail by 4.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Beal outside. To the inside. Richards, the pass to Lee. Simons against Beal. The Suns need to get off a shot. Pass to Allen. Launches a 3. Poke loose. Now Jones. This one for 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Walker, a screen on Beal. Simons. Yes, it's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The Suns lead by 3. And here's Beal. Pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Outside Jones. Back to Lee. Over Henderson. Lee misses.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Here's Klingon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Simons against Beal. Back to Simons. Shot clock at 5. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Great open look there.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Beal finds Jones. Allen outside. Beal, the pass to Jones. Here's Lee from behind the arc. Here's Richards. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Suns lead by 3.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Beal outside. It's deflected.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Katie gets a step. And they pick up 2. Durant's got 18.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Booker against Simons.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
Outside Thibault. Outside Sharp. Pass to Grant. Back to Sharp for the lead. It's hauled in by the Suns. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker against Thibault. Booker surveying the D. It's stolen by Thibault. Now the Blazers moving it up. Now Sharp. Back to Avdia. Here's Thibault. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Royce O'Neal. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol. Then there's Devin Booker. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take it.
Shooting for Phoenix. Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
These personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Sharp goes in, dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Sounders, Devin Booker.
Both free throws good from Booker.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Aiden to take the lead. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns leading. Right side Durant. And here's Booker. Back to Durant. Portland with a rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Sharp with it. Durant covering. Sharp, no good.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
Stolen by Sharp. Grant against Durant. Three-pointer Sharp. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Portland?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Grant the screen. Outside Sharp. Grant outside. Back to Sharp. Clock at 6. Rejected by Bowl. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside Durant. With the floater. Avdia pulls it in. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Sharp. And there it is for him. Sharp's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player's tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Dunn attacking, and that one is stuffed right through. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
And that one's good. Sharp's got 21.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Thibault against Booker. Pass to Durant. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 22.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Sharp passes to Thibault. Back to Sharp. On the wing, Grant. Grant the screen. They get the rebound. Sharp. Outside for Grant. Avdia outside. Back to Grant. Avdia outside. Tries again. Outside Sharp. Back to Grant. Fires the 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
The kick to Durant. Oh, my! What a shot!
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Outside Sharp. Grant outside from the arc. And buries it from deep.
The heat is on, but Grant keeps his composure. He doesn't let the situation affect the quality of his shot.
Booker for three. No good from three-point range. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous...
NBA basketball. Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's Valanciunas in at the five. And for the Trailblazers, the forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Ayton in at the center position.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here's Sharp. Grant outside. Pass to Ayton. 6 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Shoots the three. Valanciunas grabs the board. Now the Kings with it. DeRozan in the corner. No good from outside. And coach this guy, Matisse Thybulle. He really changes what you can do on offense with this defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use. And it's Ayton missing. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Kings. Three-pointer. That shot, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the dunk by Grant.
And look at the hops on Grant, lifting off for a slam before the knee can contain him.
DeRozan finds Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Sharp. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Thybulle. Puts up a three. Sacramento grabs the miss. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. One thing he pointed out in particular was Valanciunas' ability to control the glass. Coach said we block out some nights better against him than others, but we can't play soft against this guy. So they'll have to try and keep a body on him at all times. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And here's Levine. After Avdia made the last three-pointer, Levine gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Sharp. Basket counts.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
And Levine, here we go. Wide open look here for Murray, and another three for Sacramento. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Can't hit from in close. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. He takes it in, makes it off the glass.
Looking tenacious on that take. Love whenever DeRozan attacks the rim like that.
Ayton in the corner, trying his luck from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Ellis can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 4. Thibault, the pass to Grant. Back to Thibault. Portland moving the ball around. Ayton kicks to Avdia. Back to Ayton. Avdia up top. Three-pointer. Portland no good that time either. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Valanciunas. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Wow. You know Valanciunas is in the zone when he's taking shots like that. You got to love the confidence.
And it's Sharp missing. And here are the Kings now. They're on a 14-5 run here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Levine sets the screen for DeRozan. Now here's Levine. Defended by Thibault. Levine can't hit. Sharp against Levine. With some arc. Grant surveying the D. Gets it off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 7 from Portland. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Sacramento.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the court right now for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Sharp. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
They get it back. Valanciunas. Kick out to Levine. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And you've seen the growth in DeRozan as a ball handler. They're making the right decision in the pick and roll.
Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Kings. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever, able to do things most others can't.
And Levine throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Sacramento leading by 12. A 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
On the wing, Levine, defended by Thibault. DeRozan dishes to Levine. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
Stolen by Ellis. Outside, Levine. Knocked loose. And stolen by Thibault. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Bibles got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside, here's Levine. Back to Murray. To the paint. It's deflected. DeRozan in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Screen by Grant. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for Sacramento. Levine kicks to Valanciunas. Knocks down the 3 ball. Valanciunas has got 6.
Defensively, you want to force Valanciunas into the jump shot, but he still has the ability to hurt you from there.
And that one's good, Ayton.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
For 3, Levine. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Bible with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And a misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Kings leading now by 16. Pass to DeRozan from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Grant for 3. DeRozan with the rebound. Sacramento's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Bible for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Bible's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. There's the triple. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Sacramento. And with his work, thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach Levine, he's really been playing well.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And Fernie Simons out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Walker, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Simon, and then jammed down as he goes right over Trey Lyles.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's LaRavia, covered by Simon. And that one's good, LaRavia.
He hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Walker a screen on Monk. The kick out to Walker. Back to Simons. It's stolen by Lyles. Monk outside. From outside, off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Crowder with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Now, here's Sabonis. He's guarded closely. Crowder kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Lyles. Back to Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And he gets the bucket.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
Klingon the screen for Simon. Drains the three-pointer. Simons has got 5 points so far.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Monk's shot's good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the three ball is good. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
To the left wing. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And a wide open look for Walker. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Good on the second free throw. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 15-point game.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Monk with the ball, and Simons picks him up defensively. Monk against Simons. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monk. Fires the three, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Outside, Simons into the lane, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Kings leading now by 12. Kick out to Levine. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Pass to Murray. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Just 5 on the clock. And Levine throws it down.
Yes, the hammer from Levine. That is an electric athlete.
Here's Simons. He's got 8. Takes it inside, and he makes that one. Simons has got 10 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
The Kings have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The first one falls.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And so Levine nails both of them. Stolen by Levine. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Levine's got 26.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Kings ahead, leading by 17. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Valanciunas in at the center filling out the middle. Trailblazers trail by 15. Pass to Ayton. Six on the shot clock. Grant the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
For three, Murray. Portland grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Sharp. Thibault kicks to Ayton. From beyond the arc. Again the miss by 8. Sacramento leading by 13. For three, LaVine good on the three-point shot. LaVine's got 10 points here in the second half.
His precision on pull-up jump shots is what makes LaVine one of the league's most dangerous scorers. His mechanics off the dribble are on point.
DeRozan for three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since they started the final quarter of play. Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Pass to Valanciunas. Fires from deep. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the Kings lead by 17. Here's Sharp. There's the try. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. They led by as many as 18 points. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Ayton a screen on Ellis. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Off target with his three. Takes a three. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist from Valanciunas. Ellis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Kings leading now by 18. On the wing, LaVine. He's covered by 8. Another three for Sacramento.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah,
and it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Sacramento.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. LaVine finds Murray. Now here's LaVine, defended by Thibault. And LaVine with the slam.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one's good. Thibault. Got a piece of it. Valanciunas passes to LaVine. There's the three. Avdia with the rebound. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.